test what? The test server. That is loud, actually. Oh, as we can see here, there's a new, updated interface. Still not sure how I feel about it. There's the create platoons now on the side here. Hey, look, that's updated. That's updated. And apparently the channels here have changed some. Here we have random battle, team battle, tank company, blah 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 blah. Boy, am I strong. Not much, Blood. We're just gonna look through it here real quick, and then I'll test up more on it tomorrow. I have a pretty full day tomorrow, doing this stuff, so we'll. Pounding on my escape key. Alright, well, we'll restart it then. False start. Offense. 10-yard penalty. Wait till you guys see the IS-7. Well, Blood, we're testing out, or we're checking out the new shit coming up here, and then we'll end for the night, and then I'll come back tomorrow and we'll play more, test, and all that kind of stuff. So, oh hey, Leap. Okay. And yes, that is the T-49. So, first things first, of course, we're going to start on the tech tree here. We'll start up at the top, the Soviet tech tree. You can see that the MT-25 here goes to the LTTB, or Light Tank Heavy Armor, which goes to the Light Tank T-54. Sneeze, which goes to the regular T-54. And, you know, I'm gonna turn this down, because that is loud. That would be why. And then here are the Germans. You have the Aufklärungspanzer to the RU-251. The RU-251 does not have much that you can upgrade on it, but it doesn't really need it, because that is a very good gun. And the most extensively changed one is the US line. They changed the, I should buy this tank. They changed the Stuart, they changed the Chaffee. There's the T-37, the M41, and the T-49. All of them go to the T-54E1. Which I can kind of see, but then it's kind of weird because they could also go to the Patton. Well, I guess not, because the Pershing Patton line is, that's all Patton tanks right there. Sure, I can see that. There's nothing else changed on any of the other lines per this test, except there is also a new premium vehicle. There should be a new premium vehicle, the T-3485M, which I probably have to complete a mission to. Where the fuck are the missions? Probably up here. No, that's the service record. Why? What the? Okay. Does anybody see the mission? Everything's so bold now. You guys notice this?
Well, I'm heading to bed. Night, guys.
That's not correct.
Have a KB1. 1221 disconnected from your channel.
Where the fuck are the missions? Oh. I am blind. No current, no coming soon, but we're supposed to have the T-3485M to test. Let's see if we just have it already, just by chance. We do not. Anyway, that's all good and fun. Wait, I'm an idiot. Okay, now back to this. So from this, we go to the... where the fuck is it? I don't have that thing. God damn. So from this tank, we go to the LTTB. Very interesting looking vehicle, if I must say. All of the new vehicles added are, of course, in HD, because that will be the new norm now. Any new tank added will be in high definition. However, you cannot see down that barrel. Very long gun. That is the top gun, by the way. The thing looks front heavy, doesn't it? Very small fume extractor. Interesting. It's basically... it looks like it's something between a T-34 85 and a T-44 turret. But this thing is a very weird looking tank. If you guys remember the 50 Type 2, the T-50 Type 2, it looks like it's very similar to that, just more robust. But again, this thing has a lot of armor. If we take a look at the armor here, the whole armor is 90 degrees, but it is sloped at 60 degrees, making it effectively, what is it, like 140 or 180 or something like that, 160. Turret front, 90 degrees, so the turret's going to be the weaker part here. Just seeing how narrow it is, you're going to want to watch bouncing off the side. So lots of armor on this thing. But that should affect the mobility. Traverse speed 48, top speed 48, or top speed 68, and traverse speed 48. So it's not all that fast for a light tank. From that we had from the LTTB we go to the T-54 light tank. Now this looks a lot like the T-54. For comparison purposes. So looking at both of them, they're very, very, very similar. One big difference is the armor. The hull armor on this thing is not all that great. I mean, it's 80 degrees still at about 60 degree, or it's 80 millimeters still at about 60 degree angle. So, same profile and everything. It's effectively the exact same tank. It's just lightweight. Top Gun 100 millimeter D54 with 100 millimeter D10 on the 54 standard. 54 light tank, you only get the 100 millimeter D10T. Which is, this is the first. I don't think there's any difference. There's absolutely no difference in the visual model. So they basically shortcutted everything, and this thing is just one visual model. There are no visual upgrades for this tank, which is interesting. So getting to it, our IS-7 is now HD, and there she is. Now, it may not look that different. Camo probably doesn't help. Colors are definitely improved a bit. You can see the gun is laying down on the side. It's stowed away. But all of the angles are smooth. Like if we watch this edge of the turret here, you can see that this is definitely smoothed out, and it looks very nice. And then you can see all the little viewports that are built into the turret a bit more clear. The tracks, they did very well on these tracks. Those tracks look fucking huge, and they are huge. You have the rope, cable, whatever the hell you want to call it, just laying here. I mean, it looks like it's actually just laying there. The grates on the guards over the lights look very good too. All in all, this thing does look very nice. Although they may have made this just a little bit too high. That doesn't look quite right from this thing. I'll have to double check my images. All the wheels are smooth. I mean, it looks very nice. I can't wait to run it in. And I think the last one for the Soviets that they did... No, they did two, actually. So we have the T-34-5 HD, and now the T-34 HD. A little hard to see on some of these vehicles, you know, having them changed over to HD, but I mean, just looking at this, you know, everything's smooth, nice, rounded, very good looking. The glass, I don't know if that was actual glass back then, or if they were just slit. They could have probably done a little bit better on the wear marks. Like, this I think should be worn down a bit more. And possibly wider, because you have the driver's going to go up and come in this way, the commander's going to come in this way, and then the loader gunner is going to go in that way. I think both of them go that way. And then we should have a wear spot up here as well. And here. So bam, bam, bam. And then up on the top. I will, Blood, I will. Jeez, let me go through each of these nations first. Because you're going to want to see the ISU. I made the model very nice. From that first image that I think I showed everybody on here, it looked like shit. But now we have a fully HD ISU. I'll put the dirt back.
Who are you talking to, Bulldog?
I am streaming, so I am talking to anybody who's watching. There's the tip of the shell back
Oh, I
there.
got it. You run the test server or something?
Yep, on the test server, just going through everything. Looks like they added a shell impact there, but of course it's not actually in the model, it's just painted on. Very nice. That gun actually looks a little small. Pretty good. Germany. One new light tank on Germany. Where the hell is it? I hope there it is. The Spa Panzer RU-251. Not much to look at, but there it is. Very squat tank. Again, 90mm, not much that you can upgrade on this thing. Radio, engine, and tracks. I believe, nope, specific radio for this vehicle. And the engine is down the medium line. Yeah, the second medium line. Again, this comes off the Aufklärungspanzer and goes to the Leopard PTA, just like the oh, this one's a little bit, no, is it this one? The hell one was it? I could have sworn. Oh yeah, okay, there it is. So it's kind of hard to see right here, but this line is grayed out. Let's do this. Nope, still grayed out. But the Aufklärungspanzer still goes to the Indian Panzer, so you can skip the RU-251 if you want, and just go up that line. But I would suggest getting this, as this is going to be the fastest of the light at, where is it, 80 kilometers an hour with a 630 horsepower engine, and at 25 tons that's going to be able to get you there. So let's take a look here. 90 millimeter round, decent penetration. I mean, you're pretty much looking at something similar to the American 90 mil. Heat rounds. And then the high explosive. Sorry, I had to hiccup. Interesting four-man crew setup, because you can see the co-driver this is somebody's hatch right here, but they sit inside the turret. So I don't know if this is some kind of access port here, or if it's looks like it might be sealed over, like they wanted to add a fifth man but decided against it. So that'd be interesting to learn history on that right there, because you have, although it may just be an access port looking at that, because all the other hatches have more robust hinges. So you have the gunner with the commander behind him and the loader, and each of them have their own cupolas, which is interesting. I believe that's the gunner over here, because that looks like the coaxial sight with a periscope sight up here. Again, armor's not going to be that thick, 25-28, so there's 8 millimeters back here, and then 20-20-20. So if you guys see these things on the battlefield, any of the new light tanks except for the Soviets, fire HE at them, because you're just going to destroy them. And speaking of that, we'll come to the US line, because the US line is where it's going to decimate other light tanks, because you basically have light tank and support vehicle hunters. So again, this is the Chaffee's new top turret. I like it so much better than the T-37 turret. It's got an interesting kind of flap right here, not sure what that's for. It is an HD. Very nice. We'll move on to the T-37. This is the upgraded turret. And the stock gun is pretty much like the Chaffee's gun. And the stock turret was the Chaffee's top turret. But upgraded turret and top gun. Now this does also come with an autoloader, with a 5-round autoloader. These are interchangeable, so you can see that they are both similar. So this is going to be a per playstyle kind of. And then from the T-37 we go to the lovely looking M41 Walker Bulldog, which looks like a miniature Patton. I mean, in all seriousness. First turret can run the Top Gun, or one of the Top Guns. This is the 10-round autoloader that I have on here right now. 76mm, very small caliber, but with that 10-round clip, you're going to be able to throw out a lot of damage in a short amount of time. Still not as much firepower as the Top Gun, which is the improved 76mm. So the autoloader has the circular muzzle brake, and the standard Top Gun has the T muzzle brake. Not sure which one of these I'll use yet. It's really gonna be based on playstyle. I mean, like, really, because you're gonna want to go in and unload those 10 rounds and then bug out, or you're gonna want to go in, fire back out, go in, fire back out, go in, fire back out, all that kind of stuff. The T-37 has a 5-round clip. This is a 10. Not this one, but the other. Looking at the hull's in HD. Everything's HD. Yay! Very nice looking tank. Model was done decently well. Not entirely sure about this. Of course, I haven't seen too many Walker Bulldogs in my life to be able to discern if that is actually correct or completely correct on every model. Very large tank if we compare this to the M48. There's the M48 and the M41 Walker Bulldog, which are effectively the same size. APCR standard and heat premium. I believe the APCR will work just fine. You have 131 or 219 pen, which is kind of low for tier 7, but again, it's just a 76mm. And the pen is the same on the other weapon as well, the autoloader. 131, 219, 158, 263. And now the T-49. So the other T-49 tank destroyer, that was changed to T-67? Yes, T-67, there it is right there. So that's going to be a little confusing seeing that at first. But the T-49 is the prototype for the XM, or for the M551 Sheridan. Like, this was the prototype turret for it. Historically, not all that correct, but what are you going to do? Comes with a 152. Actually, starts with a 90 mil. Okay. Starts with a 90 mil, but you get a 152. The T-49 is going to be your light scout killer, and I say this because those HE rounds and the heat rounds are just going to go straight through all the other light tanks. And I guess that's Wargaming. Well, no. So that's Wargaming saying no more tests for tonight. So, we'll go through more of that tomorrow, and we'll get some games in, because they changed sounds around, and I want to hear the sounds as well. Hold on a sec here. So like I said earlier, here's Wargaming's Facebook, and hey, look right there, an in-depth beginner guide by Cold with pictures. Woohoo! Thanks, Wargaming. Other than that, I think that's about it for tonight, guys. So I will see you tomorrow.